Hi there folks, and welcome to the What Solutions for this week's The Daily Rigour. This is issue number 18. So our first story in the business section, we've got new adverts encouraging people to switch banks. So the report finds that many account holders have refused to move, probably because it's so inconvenient, and that's despite having incentives worth up to £220 for switching banks. So in the year to the end of June 2016, the number of switches averaged 88,031 a month. So what we want to know is how many people switch banks altogether from June 2015 to June 2016. So if we knew the total number of switches for the past year, we would divide that by 12 to get the average number of switches per month. So conversely, if we know what the average is, we can multiply this by 12 to find out the total switches per year, and that's going to be 1,056,372 people that switched last year. I don't know about you, but I actually thought that was quite a lot. The report seems to suggest that this is quite a small number of people. Okay, on to our entertainment story. So the Great British Bake Off is back for a new series, and it's bigger than ever before. So an average of 10.3 million viewers saw the fourth episode of the series, a rise of 500,000 viewers from last Wednesday. How many viewers tuned in last Wednesday? So we need to take 500,000 away from 10.3 million. So you could write the numbers out in full and do a very a big kind of long-winded sum, but it's giving us it in millions, so we can do 10.3 take away a half. So in other words, 10.3 take away 0.5. And when we put this into a calculator, we get an answer of 9.8. But of course, this 9.8 stands for 9.8 million viewers. But of course, we would have accepted 9,800,000. Okay, on to the health article. And what this report's about is a sharp rise in care, and it's claimed that a sharp rise in care delays, and it's claimed that this is piling pressure on hospitals. So we've got to read this question carefully because it's a wee bit trickier than it looks. So the data for July, so July 2016, that's here. As we can see, it's kind of just over the 60,000 mark. So it shows that the waits for care were 61,200 days for hospital patients, staggering. And this was a rise of 80% from the same month in 2014. So how many days did patients have to wait in July 2014? Okay, so it's not as simple as finding 80% and taking it away. This is one of these reverse undoing a percentage increase questions. We've got to set it up properly. So if we consider the original question, the amount of days that patients had to wait in July 2014, we'll consider that to be 100%. Now if we're undoing a percentage increase, July 2016 is an increase of 80% on this 100%. So what we can say is that the number of days waited in July 2016 will be 180% of that original quantity. So we can say 180% equals 61,200. Now the middle step for these types of questions is always to find 1%, and we can find 1% by dividing the 61,200 by 180 to get an answer of 340. Now we said that July 2014 was 100%, and we can calculate this by multiplying the 1% by 100, and that's going to give us a final answer of 34,000. Now we can always check to see if we're right or not. We can work out 80% of 34,000 and then add it on, and you'll find that that will indeed give you 61,200, which is what we started with. So undoing a percentage increase, tricky question. I hope you've gone okay with that. Okay, so in addition to record numbers of rainfall for September, typical global warming, UK's hottest day of the year so far, and the warmest September day since 1911 was recorded on Tuesday, where the temperatures reached 34.4 degrees. Now this was considerably higher, as we'd expect, than the temperature recorded in Antarctica on the same day, which reached a high of minus 59 degrees. So what is the difference between these two temperatures? So to get the difference, we take them away. So we're doing 34.4 take away minus 59, and of course we've got a double negative here, so a minus gives you a plus. So it's 34.4 add 59, which gives you an answer of 93.4 for the difference between those two temperatures. So that concludes our What Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 18. Hope you got on okay with them, and make sure you tune in next week when we'll be looking at some more stories from the week's news. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and bye for now.